a new moon tarot spread, but this time, little change of pace because I feel as though the new moon is all about energy moving forward, empowerment, right? We're planning things. We want to make sure that they go forth and we want to make sure that we have a little insight, right? So this is going to be like an emergence spread. So we're going to put out about four cards and that will be with empowerment, who I normally do not use for readings by herself. Okay. So again, this is just for collective emergence. We're going to lay our path in about four steps. So we have the seed, what we don't know, that's the mystery, the nourishment, what we need to get move forward, right? And then the clearing. All right. And this is just making room for the growth. Okay. So we're going to start with our seed. So I'm still learning how to add items. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Take your time because you want to make sure you do it right. And offline, if you have any, not offline, but I guess after that, like if you have any questions, you can DM. If I don't know, I can find out. And if I do know, I will tell you what I know when it comes to doing whatnot items and things. There's some tricks to like shipping and all of that that I had to learn, trial and error, right? So let's start with the seed. We have passion. Okay. So starting off, we're going to work with our passion. Whatever we're passionate about, this is what we're going to hone into. This is what we're going to think about. We're going to feed into. Just trying to see if I can get the light to shine on that a little better. Okay. So we're going to feed into our passion. We're going to start with our passion. That's what's going to get us going. As you're writing in your journal. So we're starting with that passion. I love her stance. She's like, yes, I love this. This is what I'm doing. Okay. And the next one, we have the mystery, what we don't know. Vulnerable. Okay. We have some vulnerabilities that we might not quite see, but that's okay. Because being vulnerable is not necessarily a bad thing as long as we are becoming aware of where those things, where those weaker spots are. And I only say weaker spots because we're talking about planning, right? We want to make sure where are we vulnerable for any errors or anything that might occur as we're planning. So that could be asking other people, if this were to happen, what do you think about that? I like to tell people my plan and don't tell them that I've already planned it and have them poke holes in it without even, because sometimes when you have something established, people don't want to tell you anything about it. Like they don't want to bring you down. But if you say, "Oh, I'm planning, I'm thinking about," then they might say, "Oh, well, have you thought about this, 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 and this?" So sometimes when you've already decided, it's good to go back and pretend you just started and see what people say and what holes they can poke into it with any vulnerabilities. Okay. And now we have confrontation. And why is this nourishment? Why would we call this part nourishment? Why? Because when you confront those things that you need to, it's not always a bad thing. I know she's over here like, ah, it's because we're usually afraid of confrontation. But in order to get things done, you have to confront them, right? You're not going to get anything done if you're always like, well, I don't want to push or I don't want to say anything. I don't. That's going to propel you forward. That's going to help you grow if you confront whatever it is you need to confront while you're making these plans. Okay. And the last thing you have is the clearing purpose. This is what you need to make room for what you need to do. You need to have a purpose. The purpose will always push anything to the side that you don't need. When you have a goal, you do everything that you need to do that's in line for that goal, right? So that means everything else gets cleared out and you have a nice straight arrow towards where you want to go. Okay. So we have passion, vulnerable, confrontation, and purpose. We have the seed, which is our passion. We have the mystery, which is the thing we don't know, which is those vulnerabilities in our plans. We have the nourishment, the thing that propels us, that starts us, that gets us growing, right? It's the confrontation. We're going to confront whatever it is head on, head on. And then you have the clearing, which again, the purpose clears those things out of our path because we have a goal, we have a purpose, we know where we're going. Everything else goes to the wayside so that we can make sure that our plans are being manifested. Okay. So that is our